Welcome to VINDAL'S concept, and today we're going to talk about the rules of logarithms. And the reason why I called it addition and multiplication is the two-way phase of the logarithms, because logarithms goes in two ways. Now let's get started with that law. The first one, which is addition rule or multiplication. The law states that when you're multiplying two numbers of the same base, that the answer is adding different log of those numbers with the same base. The emphasis is that they must have the same base. Look at what I mean. If you have log m times n and they have log base 10, the answer is going to be log m base 10 plus log n base 10. Look at this. So that means it can go this way or it can come this way. That is why I called it addition and multiplication. So it can, if you are adding it, it can come back to be multiplied. If you are multiplying it, it can come back to be added. Example. If I have, they will say, evaluate log 10 base 2. For example, log 10 base 2 can be given as log 5 times 2 base 2. Remember. And this, because they have the same base and they are multiplying each other, is going to be the same thing as log 5 base 2 plus log 2 base 2. And remember, log to its same base is 1. Therefore, we have 1 plus log 5 base 2. That is the answer. That is to evaluate. Because if I have a, log a base a is 1. Log p base p is 1. Log 2 base 2 is 1. Log anything to its base is 1. That's it. So this is the answer. Now, also, if you have example 2, if you have log x base 10 plus log x base 10, the answer is going to be, okay, let me call it y. The answer is going to be log base 10 bracket x dot y. That is the answer. Because you are adding, they have the same base, their log will multiply. That is what we call addition or multiplication rule. Let's take, having this in your mind, having this registered in your mind, you are going to take a very strong example from JAMB or WAEC. Now, before that, let's take division, subtraction, stroke division. On the same way, in this one, the condition is clear. They must have the same base. Log m base n. This is dividing this with the same base. The answer is going to be log m minus log n, provided they are the same base. All right? So also, if you have log p minus base 2 minus log x base 2, what's the answer? The answer is going to be, provided they are in the same base, it's going to be p divided by x. That is the answer. Now, what this log is not. Now, I have told you what these logs are, but let me tell you what they are not. However, it is not, if you have log x base 10 divided by log y base 10. This is not log x minus log Why? This is not what that means. The secret is that the two logs must be in the same particular log, even though they have the same base. But this one has a separate log and this has another separate log. It cannot be the same thing as this, where this one is just one log and everything that are being divided are in front. Everything being divided is a number or integer in front of just one single log with one base. But when you now do it separate log, divide with another separate log, even though they have the same base, do not take it as this, because there are some cases where they will not be able to be the same answer. Let's look at this. First, convert this to decimal place. How do we do it? The trick is 0.04. Just is a trick. Let the point represent 1. After the point, any of these numbers become 0, 0, 0. Therefore, you have 4 over 100, which is something as 2 over 50, which is something as 1 over 25. What I said, 2 divide this is 2, 2 divide this is 50, 2 divide this is 1, 2 divide this is 25. So I have log base 5 log 1 over 25 all over. Remember the rules of logarithms. They have the same base. They are subtracting. Therefore, 18 over 2 is the answer. So this is the same thing as log. This is going to be 25 raised to power 1 base 5 all over log 9 base 3. Remember this. I told you in the last class that 1 over 5 is something as 1 over is something as 5 raised to power minus 1. So 1 over 25 is going to be 25 raised to power minus 1. So that is why 1 over 25, I wrote it as 25 raised to power minus 1. So the next thing is going to be log 5 raised to power 2 all bracket minus 1, because this is 25 and this 25 means 5 raised to power 2 and raised to power minus 1 is on top. So raised to power minus 5 is on top of the 25. So that is why it is this way. All divided by log. 9 is something as 3 raised to power 2 and this is base 3. All right. Now, according to the rule of indices, the power will multiply power. Power multiplied by power. That's the rule. So you are going to have log 2 times minus 1 is going to be 5 raised to power minus 2 all over log 3 raised to power 3 base 3. Remember, this is base 5. Base 5. All right? So the next thing is the power of log. It will go down and multiply. This 3 will go down and multiply. So we have minus 2 log 5 base 5 all over 3 log 3 base 3. Okay, sorry, this should be 2, not 3. So it's 2. So this is 2 and this is 3. So what happens? This is minus 2 times 1 all over 2 times 1. And this is minus 2. Minus 2 times 1 is 2 all over 2 times 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. And 2 times 1 is 2. Therefore, the answer is minus 1. So that is it. If there is anything you don't understand, you can ask a question. And however, you must follow the steps. Anything you don't get, you can rewind. So what we are going to do is, remember that this one is plus, this is minus, and this is plus. And remember the law. Plus, the one condition is that they will have the same base. Now, when they have the same base, the next condition is the plus will multiply the plus. This positive, this is positive, they will multiply. The negative will be divided. And remember, just the numbers in front of that is the numbers, not the whole log. So this is log base 2, open your bracket, 27 over 4 times 1 over 24, then divide by 9 over 8. Because positive and positive will multiply. This is positive, it will multiply with this. While this is negative log, it will divide. That is the rule. So we have this, we now have log. So we now have 27 over 4 times 1 over 24 times 8 over 9. All right? According to the law of division, when you have division, the fractions will invert themselves. The denominator will go up to become the numerator, while the numerator will come down to become the denominator. So the next thing we are going to cancel. 4 is 1, 4 into 8 is 2. 2 is 1, 2 into this is 12. 3 into this, 9 into itself 1, 9 into 27 is 3. 3 into itself is 1, 3 into 24 is 4. So have log base 2. Everything here is cancelled except 1 over 4. So you have 1 over 4. So this is something I'm saying log 1 over 2 raised to power 2 base 2. Remember, 2 raised to power 2 is something as 4. So you now have log 2 raised to power minus 2 base 2. So this will multiply. This is called power law. Power law. So it becomes minus 2 log 2 base 2. Log times 1 is equal to minus 2. That is how this is done. Thank you for being part of this class. Thank you for being part of this class. Remember, if there is anything you don't understand, you can ask questions. Remember, you have to subscribe, share the video, let us go viral. Thank you very much.